welcome to another episode of the Chill Sisters. You're chilling with Rashida and your sister Adu. Well, this week, Rashida came with the violence. We had a debate. We had the banter. All because of what? Japa. You have to tune in. It's a great one. You don't want to miss it. Please.
Enjoy. Bye.
Enjoy.
Hey. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Chill Sisters podcast.
Everybody.
My name is Rashida.
It's a brand new week. And I'm your sis Ladu, as always. And I'll be recording from Abuja, Nigeria, live
Center
and
of
direct.
Excellence.
She knows why she's saying that. Anyway, ignore Rashida.
How
Let's
you
focus
doing,
on
you
it.
sis?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah. And you?
I'm fine. It's a brand new week. Have you been?
Well, yeah, it is a brand new week. I've been fine as usual, alhamdulillah. The usual ups and downs, good, the bad. But in all, alhamdulillah, we are healthy, we are here, we're alive.
Alhamdulillah.
What can you say? Alhamdulillah. How was your week? Was it eventful? What happened? What a gwan? What's going on? What's this? Please, no. Wait, Rashida. We want our spirit to be lifted this week.
Okay.
We don't want a story.
Okay.
Don't dampen our spirit.
Okay. Yeah.
We have a lot going on in Nigeria as it is.
Okay.
You're supposed to uplift our spirit. I've done my part. Our listeners are my witness. Yeah, I've done my part.
You didn't say anything.
Wait,
you didn't say anything. Let me tell you what happened. You asked me about my week. Shaitan, the devil wanted to test his village people. Because it's not me he wanted to test. This week, things happened to me back to back. The first one was I jammed my key in the house. I jammed my key in the house. It was, I just want to say that people in this country, they are not willing to help you. Nobody is willing to help you. If anything happened to you on your own, just know how you have your plan B, or yours your case. Know how you're going to solve it by yourself and with yourself alone. The world has turned to something else. Let us just say.
Yeah, but that's part of staying abroad. Everybody minds their business.
It's too bad. It's critical in this country. It's a very sad situation. Let me just tell you, I was rushing out to go do school pickup. I jammed my key. Let me just tell you what happened. It ended up with somebody jumping the balcony to get into the house. I'm not going into details. I can't. I don't even want to remember it.
Sorry, I'm laughing. Wait. Mission Impossible.
It ended up with me climbing through the balcony to get into the house.
I really people can see your face the way she's explaining. I'm sorry, I'm not being.
No, you are being. You are very
wicked.
You are very wicked. Everybody should see your character now. You're very wicked because I don't know what happened when I'm telling you that I was in distress this week. The next thing that put to me this week.
It involves somebody jumping through the balcony. So why are you rushing us now? You're the one that wanted to tell us how the week went.
No, I don't need
to take us step by step.
Don't ask me a follow-up question. I don't want a follow-up question. What do you mean? You want me to go into details?
I'm sure you wanted to know who jumped that balcony. But as you can see, she's not forthcoming. She's being defensive before I ask the question. So you people should fill the blank by yourself.
I appreciate the fact that I went to a boarding school and I think I learned how to jump fence from there. But see,
you were the one that jumped.
I had to save the day. I jumped the fence. I'm not proud of this, but I was a Superman for a day.
You were in Nigeria.
I did. Because
you would have got one close by carpenter as well.
I had two options. You go through that balcony or you pay £200. I didn't. No. It was a no-brainer.
You really fall my hand.
I fall
your
hand.
As a big lady.
Big what?
As a big lady.
How?
Big woman that you are. The madam. Abamana.
Why
didn't you help that locksmith's life?
There's no money anywhere. I don't have anything.
It's funny to me. It actually happened to me too while in Portsmouth. Rashida, and the same thing, we jammed door. But luckily for us, you're talking about 200. Sometimes you have to wait for them.
They don't come immediately.
My sister, come and see us scrambling, Googling. We now found a number of locksmiths. Luckily, me, if Allah wants to save you, this miracle that they're talking about, everything will be falling in place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Luckily for him, he worked just nearby. When we called, all right, I'm really close, blah, 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 blah. So he came less than 30 minutes. He came. My sister, this guy came with his kit, briefcase, locksmith, and papa. He put his thing through the mail, that what do they call it? That hole that they can drop their mail in.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. The doors and everything he opened. We are laughing, just in. All right, he was gonna pay me.
We paid, you thought it was free?
No. Aaron, cool down now, guy. I think we paid, was it 100 and something?
Stop
and he said we were lucky because he was close. Yeah, he was close by. If not, if he was coming from far away, it would have been more than that. This is like 5 years ago.
You know that it's different what you plan for, something that just happens, and you say just remove 200 pounds
and you only know what, because she has kids that are outside. You cannot predict. As an adult, at least you know you can.
I went to the concierge to ask him to say, what can I do? Is there a way he can help me? He started giving me long story. No, I said, do you have a ladder? Can you help me? He started bringing up things like, oh, he can't give me a ladder because if he gives me a ladder and I fall, I'm going to sue the company. I said, please, is this necessary at this point in time? I just need to get into the house. It's cold outside. I have 2 kids. I need to get to. He was of no help. I went to my next door neighbor. I knocked on the door. I said, please, I need to use your balcony. Before she could even close her mouth, or before she could give me advice, before she could say anything, I was heading out to the balcony trying to get to the other side of the house. Well, that was what happened. The devil wanted to test his village people. So then it didn't
tell me what happened again.
It didn't end that the next day my lights went off. See, this week, you guys, this week it was a roller coaster.
No, it's just.
But that was not an issue. It was just the light was tripping off. I think the oven was on and it was just triggered, and I was able to fix that. So anyway, that was how my week went.
This week, Super Rashida, Aaron, putting up fire left, right, and center. Not easy.
It was an experience. Yeah, that was how the week went.
No, actually, it was an eventful week.
It was a very eventful, very eventful.
It's not boring like mine.
Now, when I'm leaving the house, I have to double check if my key is inside the bag. I'll leave the door open, shake the bag. I have to make an announcement. I'll say, hey, boys, look, is this key? Look, the key is going inside the bag. I drop it. You don't wish that to happen. What if I didn't have a plan B? What if there was nothing I could do at that point in time? So
I don't even want to think of what if. Alhamdulillah,
Alhamdulillah. So welcome to the podcast, guys. Welcome to the podcast. That brings me to the prayer of this week. Yes, sis, raise your hand. This prayer is very important. This prayer is deep. Are you ready?
I love prayers.
Are you ready?
My hands I'm ready.
So this prayer of the week is that, Ya Allah, may we be able to afford things no matter how hard the economy gets. May we be able to pay our bills. When they say fuel price has gone up, may you have the money to pay for fuel price. When they say the house rent has gone up, may you be able to afford to pay for the house rent. No matter what, may you have that money to pay for whatever you need and even want. That's my prayer for this week. That's my prayer for
It's a very big prayer. I would say a very big for me.
Yeah, we don't want to hear the situation where they say, this thing? Before I used to be rich. Before this man used to be rich.
I get that before moving property.
I get that before. Yes, I get that before. No, please, Ya Allah, I don't want to ever be in that situation where they say, oh, before this lady was balling before, now look at her. No, please, no, I don't want that situation ever to happen to anybody. Please, that's my prayer point.
I say a very, very big to that. Can I add to that?
Please do, please.
And we not depend on anybody.
Amen.
For any soul, but God for our financial stability. You don't want to be in that position. People will use your IC shege.
Premium shege. Premium shege. Please add premium to it.
It's a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for abuse. Allah is dependent on anybody for our financial stability. Even for a nanosecond, you don't want to be there. That's all I'm adding to that.
I wanted to ask you something. I always ask you things.
I hope I have the answer. I don't always have the answer. That's my problem. But you will not relent. I never see this kind.
So when somebody asks what success means to you, what, like when they say success, what?
Success. Well, I think to me, when they say success, the first thing that will come to my mind, peace of mind.
Peace of mind, okay.
Yeah. If you had asked me success before, I would have thought when you don't hammer, that's success.
When you have money.
And I think it's because growing up and the society, that's how success has been defined for us.
Yeah.
We subconsciously adapted to that definition. Once you have money, you're successful.
Yeah.
But it goes way beyond that.
Yeah.
As an adult now, with the little experience I have, I think success is when I have that peace of mind and contentment. My answer will go in that line.
Yeah, I think success to different people means different things.
Different thing, thank you very
yeah, to different people. And most people will take it to the material part of it, you know. So because I was watching this businessman on TikTok saying that for him, success in life is not money, it's not material things, but the real definition of success is, as a man, being able to hang out with your kids after they have grown and can make decisions for themselves. But every time they want to come to you and hang out with you and be by your side, that to him, that's what he feels is the real definition of success. And to some point, I get it. I have never thought of it that way.
And I agree with it. I totally agree with it. You know, in our previous episodes, Rashida, we've talked about how when parents, especially the fathers, their own parenting style, they get detached from the father. Because growing up, you're never close with them. Now that you're old, you automatically, the kids will be lovey-dovey with you. But it doesn't happen with just the mom.
Yeah.
So what he's saying, even after they've grown up, as adults, they still want to come back to him, which means he was a great
they want to hang out with you. They want to come and sit down with you.
He was a great dad, though. And to him, which means in essence, he really valued family.
Yes.
And that's how he measures his own success. And I totally agree. He is at peace. Last, that peace of mind that everybody is looking for. I totally agree. No, imagine now, Rashida, you are at old age, your kids wants to be around you. My sister, some parents will be calling the children, this old man, what is it again? God forbid him. Yeah, but it's just the reality. It's just the reality.
It's just the reality. To him, that is what success means to him. And I have never heard anybody say it like that. Like, success is when after your children are all grown and have made they are not coming to you just because they have to come to you, but they want to hang out with you. Another person he was with says he totally agrees with that, and he feels that his wife will agree more than him because his kids are always coming back. They want to hang out with her. They want to go shopping with her. They want to go on holidays with her. He said he totally agrees that is a very, very good definition of success. And it gets me thinking, like, okay, I hope I'm able to achieve that.
The thing is, you have to put in the work.
Now.
Yes. It's not something you just wish and it happens. Yeah.
That's true.
And it all starts at their formative age. If you can remember, I will keep referencing our former episodes when I was talking about my primary 4. It was all funny too. But at this age code, for some reason, though the information, the things that happen, I don't know why it's retained in our brains.
Yeah.
But things that happen just 3-4 months, you can forget. So kids get to like relive those times they cherish. So you have to be there. You have to be present. You have to be intentional in their livelihood, in bringing them up, everything. And it takes work. You have to put in the work.
You have to put in the work.
You cannot say, I'm the father. I'll just go, I provide for the family.
I provide. It does.
It goes beyond that. Now, both the dad and the mom, they both work.
Yes.
And even the work, the mother still has time for the kids. So you cannot say, I'm working, I'm tired. You just have to put in the work.
I find something funny. The kids, when they are younger, the father is the best thing that has ever happened to them. That's what they see. He's not always around. You, the mom, you are the bad person because you are the one at home always shouting, stop it, don't do this. And the father comes and he has just little time with them. And that little time he has with them, he's the best. He's trying to please them and do all the things and buying all the stuff and buying the toys. And to them, it's just the best thing that can ever happen.
The fun parent.
It's later.
Yes, meanwhile, the mother is hilarious and they'll be like, this woman.
Oh, she's disturbing me. I'm tired. Then when they grow up and they've outgrown all these things and they need more in life, then you're not able to give them that. It's still the mother that is consistent with all the things, the emotions.
Now they're smart enough,
Yes.
that this guy, it's not like he's the fun one. It's just that he's not here.
Yeah.
It's mommy that does everything. You can't deceive them now.
As we've always said, there's no manual to this thing. I'm sure the men in their own brain, they are doing the best they can. They are doing their 100% best. We, the women too, we are doing the best. And in everything, we can only do our best and leave the rest to Allah.
Yep. No, I do not agree that every one of them is trying their best, Rashida.
This woman, every time, please, I'm trying not to come with violence today. You bear me witness. Wait. I was trying to go. You two, you know what is inside this side of my brain. When it came out from my mouth, you know that this is not me talking.
No.
But can we not?
No.
Can we not come with violence today?
No, we're not coming with violence. Because we're not coming with violence doesn't mean we're not going to say the truth. We owe it to our listeners. Okay. Not all of them offer their best. Majority of men think once they offer you the bare minimum is enough. You should be thankful.
Yeah.
They provide the food, shelter. What more do you want?
Yes.
But it's a big mistake because our grandparents, great-grandparents, parents made the same thing. So I often wonder why, at this day and age, in Ghana, with everything at your disposal, you want to thread the same route and you are expecting a different result.
Yeah.
Many have been changing the narrative. I've seen some wonderful fathers. Amazing in Ghana, but it's just a little percent. It's not enough. Not all of them put in their best. That's just the fact.
It's a fact.
And the bare minimum is not going to work. And the sorry part of it is, Rashida, children of nowadays, they're too smart.
They are too smart.
Smartphones. That's how we have smart.
Yeah.
They want things now, their expectations. You and me, when we were growing up, we both had military parents. You go months without seeing your dad, it's fine, you don't care. This kid here, they notice things, they will tell you, they even tell you, our fathers.
Yeah, talking about military parents and not always being around, you know, they were always away. And then it came a time when they retired and they had to stay with the children. They didn't know what to do. It became difficult for them because the mother.
It will be the most awkward situation.
It became difficult because they didn't know what to do. It was a weird situation. When they used to be away, they were the most favorite person in the whole wide world because they're always coming back with gifts and they were always trying to fill in the gap of where they stopped or where they were not available. And when they left, they were gone for a while. And when they came back, it was a repeated process. So when they retired and came back home, they didn't know what to do. Reality sunk in. And now they started seeing that all what their wife have been doing all those years was rubbish because they would have parented well better. You know, they would have parented better if they were there.
It's a sad situation, my sister.
Oh
but
my
you see,
God.
those are dads in Ghana. So you expect men now to do better.
You expect them to do better. Anyway, you'll be lonely at old age. No, may we not be lonely at old age. Even if I don't want to take care of grandchildren at old age, I don't want any grandchildren to come. What? No, but you think about it. You've taken care of the fathers or the mothers. Then when you are now old, you now want to come and be taking care of grandchildren again. Where is that done? Please, everybody go and take care of your. Everybody go and take care of your children. The way I took care of my own, you too go and take care of your own. Don't bring them. Let them come and visit me. 1 week. 1 week you pack your children and go. I'm not babysitting for anybody. I might or might not be joking. See, don't take anything I say on this podcast serious. I swear. Sometimes I don't know what I'm saying. I just talk rubbish. I just say rubbish. Yes, I was on the streets of Instagram. I was on the streets of Instagram. Please come and hear something. Waiting happened is that this lady was asking for help. She said, I need a reading voice, Uses. How is it going to be? Is it going to be soft, quiet? I need a reading voice. Okay, let me do my reading voice, Uses.
Just enunciate well so that we can understand what you're saying.
Okay.
We are all ears.
Good day, gentle listeners. This woman wrote in and she said, I and my family came to the UK through study last year with 3 kids. But shortly after some months, school are asking for balance after we have spent close to 30 million naira on this journey. See, forget this reading voice. They spent
back to status quo.
Back to status quo, because this one, the two readers cannot work for this one. I have to bring the Agbero in me. Are you ready? Are you listening to me? This is
I'm all ears.
So shortly after some months, the school are asking for the balance after they have spent close to 30 million on this journey with 70% of school fees. But we decided to look for sponsorship and we moved from London to another city, which is outside London, because the other city, they will have a job. So they moved from London to another city. She didn't stay the city, but it was promised that in that city, she's going to have a job. We have been here since June. The people that collected money from us didn't give my husband the job, and I'm the dependent. But I have a business in Nigeria still functioning. There's a business in Nigeria still functioning, and she has workers there. I have to be online and monitor things, which is so hard to work from here for me. I have been the one paying the bills and the house rents and feeding of all 5 of them, because she has 3 kids plus her and her husband. So I have decided to go back to Nigeria with 2 boys since my business is doing okay. But I want my husband to stay back in the UK with my daughter, who is 11 years old. So my husband got some link of where he can work directly and they'll pay him in cash and he'll pass it through. But the problem is accommodation. We have 2 weeks because I am going back in 2 weeks time. I need accommodation. Okay, she's just trying to say she needs accommodation even if it's a studio apartment. So what she's saying is that she's writing to this woman to help her with accommodation. If she can help her, that she needs that help. That's what she was asking for help for. So she needs accommodation and she's going back to Nigeria and her husband will stay with her 12-year-old daughter.
You said the business in Nigeria is thriving.
Business in Nigeria is thriving and she has been paying all the bills. That will be from her business money.
Yes.
Did you hear how much she spent to come? Yeah, she spent 30 million. They have 30 million naira in Nigeria. How many people have 30 million and will leave? Come on.
Rashida, the thing is, okay, the whole Japa syndrome is, how am I going to put it now? Okay, the whole Japa syndrome, Rashida, you cannot attribute it to one thing, but not for the youths that are Japaing. For parents, I believe they have had some good part of Nigeria, and with the present situation, what have been going on, they don't see light at the end of the tunnel. So they are trying to secure.
I don't agree with you in this one. Let us argue this one. Let us banter this one. Look at it. She has, excuse me, she has a thriving business. People that are Japan don't have anything to fall back. She has a thriving business.
I disagree with you. Not everybody that is Japan that is poor. Haven't you seen bank managers resign?
I agree. It's true.
Doctors,
it's true.
Professors.
Now she has come.
So
she has seen the
poverty.
Okay, let's agree. It's not about the poverty. She has come. She has seen it. And look at the risk. She's trying to leave her 12-year-old daughter back in the UK with the father and go back to Nigeria with the 2 boys. How does that sound?
Wait, you see where my point comes again, which goes back to what? Securing the future of the kids.
What are you talking about? Okay,
she has 30 million. She has 30 million. Relax, Rashida. Is it not in this same Nigeria? The government will come up with one policy now. Not even 30 million. Even if you have a business worth 300 million, one policy will crumble that business in less than 6 months.
Yes, you are not getting my point. You are not getting my point. What you said was she's trying to secure the future of the daughter, right?
Yes.
Of her kids. Now the situation now, let's forget because she's going back to Nigeria with the 2 boys. She has already said she's going back to Nigeria.
Your point is, why not go back with the 3rd child and the husband?
I'm not saying go back with the 3rd child. I'm saying leaving her daughter in the UK with the husband. Don't forget the husband is going to school. That daughter is eventually going to be her mother and her father. The person that you're securing a future for. She has to be independent.
You prefer if she had gone back with the daughter and leave just the husband? Is that your point?
That's my point. That is my point.
So you don't have a problem with the Japa?
No, I don't have.
It's leaving the daughter that is your problem.
It's leaving the daughter that is my problem. I don't have a problem. And in this situation, what I'll prefer is when you're Japa and you have family, if it's not stable, like you are not sure what you're going to meet there, please let the father or let the mother go first. Set the ground running.
This thing is 50-50, Rashida. It's 50-50.
It's 50-50, but
different people people with different circumstances.
Okay, now I
Yeah,
understand.
you
I
cannot
understand.
put everybody in one bracket,
I
Rashida.
know, but
That's
look
just
at 30 million has gone down the drain.
yeah.
It's 50-50, and it's still that 50-50 we are talking
Yes.
about, because they've gone now and it's not
Mm.
working for them.
Mm.
They don't have where to stay. They've spent that amount of money,
Yeah.
and now they are going back to start all over again. If she's changing all the money from the business and changing it to pounds, what is going to be left of the business? Now, I can assure you that that business has suffered a bit.
Sure.
So what are we saying? But I just believe that if you have 30 million naira, why don't you? Anyway, these things, I just feel like.
Rashida, second point I want to make is we don't even know the kind of business she's doing in Nigeria. Let me tell you, you can contact any entrepreneur, anybody that is running their business in Nigeria now, to tell you how hard things are. So this 30 million that you are shouting left, right, and center, let's even factor, okay, in Nigeria, the kids go to school that is okay.
I'm telling you, there are 1 million Nigerians that if they have 30 million, they will not leave Nigeria.
Thank you very much. That's why I said different people with different circumstances. You cannot put them in one bracket. There are people that if you give them 5 million, not even 30 million, they're not going anywhere. You understand? So we don't know the kind of business she's doing. We don't know their circumstances. And we don't know why they agreed to move with the kids and the husband, all of them to the UK.
30 million naira is 30,000 pounds.
My point is
30,000 pounds. Even you in the UK, if you have 30,000 pounds, you are okay.
Rashida, the reason why the Japa is wrong, I might agree with you partly. The whole she shouldn't have left the daughter, but I'm guessing the reason why she left the daughter is one, she's the eldest, she's in school and they can afford it, and since one parent is there to look after her, why it's the sacrifice they have to make. And we don't know how the family dynamic works there. Maybe the dad is a good dad that has been participating in the whole parenting thing. We don't know.
Okay.
But if we see with everything that is happening in Nigeria, I'll not blame people for the decision they make. I'm not going to do that. I'm speaking from a place of privilege. You don't know people's circumstances. There are people that have gone and it worked for them, and a lot of that have gone and it didn't work for them. For a mother to leave her daughter, Emma Kinson, you are a mother. For a mother to agree to leave her daughter, you.
Some of us don't think far. It's later that we'll come and be thinking. Because let me tell you something. Another factor might play in this. The fact that she does not want all of them to go back, and there was people, we are always worried about what people will say. And people will say that they've gone, they've come back, and nothing has happened.
Then I'm sorry for her. If that's
we have to put all these things into factor, because
living your life based on what people will say.
There are plenty of people that are abroad. They are struggling. It's from hand to mouth, but they can't go back because of the shame that they are going to face. Some people have sold all their properties.
What about the ones that you'll be sending money? You are suffering and you're sending money home. They are living better life in Nigeria than you.
Some people they've sold all their properties to come abroad, and then they come abroad and it's not working out for them, and they can't go back, because where are they going to start from? What are they going to fall back on?
Well, Rashida, it's actually sad. Look at the way we are debating. If we had a good country, a better country, who will be Japan left, right, and center?
This Japan thing should be done with sense too. At least the logical thing to do is send one person first, let the person go, see how the situation is, see what is on ground, get you guys a house.
Another thing they look at is, what if one person goes, and you know how this embassy work sometimes? You see people doing Thanksgiving because they got visa.
No, you will get where everybody has the visa is there now. All of you've gotten the visa as a family.
Oh, okay. When they have gotten all
of them have gotten the visa as a family. Then one person will go and see how situation is. That's how another person was snapping a video of somebody. The whole family came to the UK and they are sleeping in Tesco garage. Is it worth it?
And the living in the UK, man, now is quite bad. Even Canada now. Look at housing prices.
Housing prices have gone up. I understand. I'm not trying to be insensitive, but I'm just saying, is it worth it for you to come to a cold country and leave all the comforts that you have? Because with 30 million, if you have 30 million to spend, even if you have borrowed it, that means people have trusted you that you can pay back that money. You won't say you are the poorest of the poorest in Nigeria. You get it? You're not really struggling like that if you have that amount of money, because even people with less than that are like comfortable and content. But if you have 30 million to spend on a trip that did not yield anything, it's not profitable, do the job, then what are we talking about? That's my own.
I totally understand what you're saying, but and okay, another factor that we forgot, don't forget, these people, they know friends or relatives that have already Japa,
Yes.
and they'll be asking them questions. Some friends are here too. I blame them. No problem. You can come. Once you come, there's work everywhere. You can do it. You see?
There's wrong information.
Oh, thank you very much. Once you get there now, you'll be calling them. Their number is busy or it's not reachable.
I read another one that said she should come and stay with her. She came, she stayed with her. And then after some months, she upped the heat, told her that she can't use hot water in the. So the attitude started coming out. Yes, attitude started coming out. And when attitudes like this start coming out, you know that it's time for you to, you've overstayed your welcome. And it's time for you to pack up and go. Yeah.
Let's be real, Rashida. It's just being human. They are just being human.
Okay, let's agree to disagree.
Wait now, even if it's your relative, sometimes that one, there's nothing you can do about it, but you get tired. And the worst part is they told you, and when you come, you see work immediately. You now not see the work to do. What are you going to do? There's no work. You're not contributing to the bill. You understand? So what do you want them to do? And sister,
I wish them the very best, and I pray everything becomes easy for anybody trying to do anything in life. Just may Allah make it easy for you.
Now you might see a success story. Some people that have done this same Japa and it really worked for them.
It's a 50-50 situation.
It's a 50-50 situation. Rashida, at least this one, they did not start sleeping in Tesco garage before they decided to even go back. This one, she even has sense.
Because maybe she's seen that her business money is going down, and if she continues this lifestyle, it's going to be terrible. The business is going to crash.
Now. Some people would have even sold the business by now, but she didn't. So their own, there's hope, Rashida.
There's still hope
here.
But let her pack all her children and go back. Let her take the girl and everybody. And when things become better and they have a place to stay, then they can bring the girl. Because the dad will be busy. He won't have time to take care of the girl. She has to grow faster than her age for her to survive life.
You know how the kids and they're abroad now, and smoking, blah blah blah, and all that.
Yes.
You know, peer pressure.
If you're not strong,
there are some things that is only the mother that will notice.
Yes.
Dad will not even notice.
100%.
Dad will not even notice.
Wish them all the very best.
I wish them all the best. So takes me back to the country again. If we had a better country, this thing will not be happening. That's just it.
On the street of Instagram again,
it's like you spent a lot of time on your street.
I spent a lot of time on my street. On the street of Instagram, it was a video that was circulating some few weeks back, and it's a video of a lady who got divorced, and her father took it upon himself to celebrate her. This was in India. So he took it upon himself, invited everybody in the village to celebrate her coming back. The whole community came together as she was coming in, like it was a welcome party for her after she got divorced.
She don't suffer.
She suffered. So she said,
they have been waiting.
Yes, the story was, I was just 23 years old when I got married into a toxic household. My ex-husband had hidden his age from us as well. Before marriage, we were told that he was 28 years old. However, he was 44 years old. Few months later, that was the same thing I said. Few months later, I came to know about his extramarital affairs. At times, he used to lock me up in the room. I tolerated the mental torture for 1 year. Eventually, I filed for a divorce. My parents stood by me like a rock during these tough times of my life. When I came back home, my parents organized a surprise welcome ceremony for me. They took me to various temples to celebrate my new beginning. So it was drums, it was a big celebration. The father and the mother welcomed her. They said, come back home, my daughter. We love you, we appreciate you. Come back. No problem. It's a new
as it ought to be.
As it ought to be. There was no judgment. There was no why did you do it? Stay.
They would go and kill their daughter for them in the name of waiting.
So it was beautiful to see. It was a big celebration. The whole family, there were drums following her. It was something different.
That's what I wanted to say. This one, something out of the norm.
Very out of the norm.
Yeah, we are used to happily. Ai kowa ma haka take yi. Kin san kowa ma da nata. Ki san na.
If you leave, another woman will come. He will God.
Will come and enter. Will come and take your place. Let's say
they never think of your own, how you're feeling, how your mental health is. It's nobody's business. It's just
you can't die.
You want to save the image.
when they can't kill you, when you die because of the abuse and everything, still those children that they say because of them, they'll still survive.
Yeah, it was good to see, Sha.
Even the funny thing for me in this story is the dad.
Yeah.
Is the dad too participating.
Yes.
I love the story actually. That's what happened. You should
Let me
support
tell
your
you, he
daughter.
was the one by her side bringing her back home. Then the mother was at the front of the house putting all those I don't know what they called it, those flowers they put on the neck.
Yeah.
So the mother was the one that welcomed her inside the house. The father was the one that brought her from wherever.
Rashida, this one suffered though.
Maybe she wasn't hiding it from them. She was telling them everything that was happening. Maybe she had called and cried to them and they knew what was happening.
One of the tactics these abusers use is they cut you off from family, from friends. So nobody even knows what is happening with you. That's a major red flag. You're cutting with somebody, you're going out, and they've started telling you, no, people should not know. It's our business. It is your business. There are some certain things that you decide is private, but not all this abusive behavior. Yeah. So shield you away from them. Say he's the only thing in your life.
Nah.
Nobody. You block everybody. You have had an environment for him to abuse you well. Allah, I'm happy. It's a good one. At least you gave us a good story.
I gave you a good story. I needed to give a good story. I watched something this week, even though I went through a lot this week, but I was able to watch something.
I did too.
You did? Hey, tell us about yours.
I did. No. Say your own. It might be the same thing because it's a trending video on Netflix.
Is it a Nigerian one?
It is.
Is it the story of Madam Koi, the origin of Madam Koi Koi?
Yeah.
Okay, do the honors, please. Tell us about it. Tell us.
Was it the one you watched?
I did watch it, yeah.
We all know Madam Koi Koi. I'm growing up now.
We went to boarding school. That's what they used to scare us back then.
And I was seeing good reviews. I said, I don't
like
horror movies.
Yeah.
It came out during Halloween. So let me
see what they are talking about.
They start showing the horrific scenes. I'll just forward it. It was actually nice.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. But
the rape scenes were kind of, I didn't like it so much, you know, but I actually get the story. I was going after people that were raping women, were raping girls.
Yeah.
That's Madam Koi Koi the ghost.
Yes.
She was raped and killed.
Yes.
Hence why she put back for those people that were raping and killing people in the community. And another thing is, was it in the 70s or is it in the 40s? Yes. When she was killed, the chief priest, they had to do a procession to cast away the ghost from.
They did sacrifice
in the community. They did sacrifice, and the people that were responsible and their entire family had to leave the town and never to come back.
Yes.
Whenever any person from their lineage comes back to the town, Madam Koi Koi is coming back.
Madam Koi Koi has to come back.
Unfortunately for them, one of the illegitimate daughter came back to school there.
Yeah.
She came back and started killing once again. It's a nice one. No,
and there are new faces too.
Especially, and they were really good.
Yeah.
The Nigerian directors are really trying.
They are trying.
Actually, I'm really happy.
Yeah.
They are trying.
See who I tricked to give spoilers today. I tricked Ulysses to give spoilers and she fell for it.
I just gave them the story a bit. They don't know what happened. You want to give us details in total.
Yeah, that's what we watched.
No, it's a good watch.
Yeah, it's a good watch.
I recommend it.
And it's in Yoruba and it has translation. And yeah, so that's what we watched. This week we did collabo. Yes, English and Yoruba. Yeah. We did a collaboration. We watched the same thing.
Yeah.
Guys, it's about time we say our goodbyes. And before we leave, Ulysses has motivated us to do states and slogan for this week because she doesn't know her states and she doesn't know her slogan. So let's do some in Nigeria. Let's say some states and their slogans so that Ulysses will learn and next time she won't be making mistakes. So I did research on her behalf.
I can get some.
I guess some. Which one do you want to say?
I can get some. I know my state. I know Benue.
What is Benue?
I know the food basket of the nation. My own state is home of peace. I know
Yes.
Adamawa, land of beauty.
Adama.
That's one I can remember.
Let's just give some because we have 36 states in Nigeria, but I'm just going to give a few of them. So we have Abia State, God's own state. Adamawa, highest peak of the nation.
Adamawa?
Yes, Adamawa State is called the highest peak of the nation.
When did they change it? Adamawa is land of beauty.
That's what I saw here. They changed it. Akwa Ibom is land of promise. Bauchi, the pearl of tourism. Bayelsa, the glory of all land. Benue, food basket of the nation. You got it. Borno State, home of peace. Home of peace. That's why they went there to scatter all the peace that was there with Boko Haram.
Sister, they scattered it to
Edo State, the heartbeat of the nation. Gombe, where I am from, it's called the jewel in the savannah. Plateau, home of peace and tourism. Plateau State, that's Jos. Kano State, the center of commerce.
Yeah.
I think that's the one that is the most practical. It's really a home of commerce, Kano State. That's a few ones I wrote down. So you guys, you can go and do research and see the rest of states and the slogans in Nigeria.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for listening, guys.
Thank you. Thank you for listening so far. And don't mind Rashida, today we had a little debate about Japa. You see the Japa, there's always problem with Japa.
Thank you guys for listening. Hope you'll be able to learn one or two on this episode.
Thank you.
Thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and leave a review. Do all the nice stuff for us. We appreciate you. And
thank you. All I can say is thank you again.